Good morning. Sorry, I am starting a little late today. Why am I looking off to the side here? There we go. I slept in and then I got up in time to just barely start stream, but I was like, I need to eat some cereal first if I'm gonna have the energy to Tallgeese. So I had some cereal, some yummy little cereals, and I made some coffee. And now I am ready to continue Tallgeesing. We're gonna make an arm today, at least. And maybe the waist. Maybe. Mayhaps. But definitely an arm. Look at how beautiful. Look how beautiful they are. Oh my god. Oh my god. So I know for a fact I am gonna have to paint some stuff in the arm. So what I should do is figure out which bits those are and then paint them first. What in the arm is yellow? I'm looking. Oh, just a second. I have to... Wah! Gesundheit to myself. Okay, what is yellow here? A is the yellow. Oh, lots. That is yellow. Is there any other gold in the arm? I think just on the wrist. A6. Okay. A6 and then A10 and 11. Okay. Okay. We know what we gotta do. We know the mission. Oh, man, that sneeze really shook things up in there. Oh. It's nice, though. It's a beautiful sunny morning. Perfect to stay inside and build Gunpla. Oh my god. An A6, the sky. Maybe I'll head out in the afternoon. I do kind of want to get some new sandals. I am a sandal maxer. As soon as the weather gets nice, no wearing socks or shoes anymore for this boy. It's all sandals all the time. But my current sandals, honestly, I mean, they're still comfortable and they still stick together, but I've had them for a long time and you can tell by looking at them. They're pretty fucking beat up. So it might be nice to get some new sandals. But the problem I run into is new sandals, when you first put them on, until you've like worn them out for a bit, they're not as comfortable as your old shitty beat up sandals. And I mean, technically my old shitty beat up ones, like, they still function fine. They're still holding together. They just look like shit. And maybe that's okay. I mean, they're just sandals. They're not supposed to look super cool. They can look like poo-poo. Oh my god, I gotta blow my nose after I finish sanding this. That sneeze caused an avalanche in there. A cascade. My cat is playing the game where she runs around the house and yells. She's very vocal. I'm glad that my neighbors don't complain about her, honestly, because I do wonder if they can hear her. She's like really loud. Yes, you're very loud. Okay, just a second. I'm gonna mute because I have to blow my nose, and you don't want to hear that, hopefully. All right, that's a bit better, I think. If you did want to hear me blow my nose, you're nasty. Are there people that are into that? People blowing their nose? I know that, like, I know people like hearing people sneeze, which I do actually get, because oftentimes sneezes do sound kind of cute. But I don't think anyone should be into people blowing their nose, because that just sounds gross. I don't know, maybe there's someone out there who blows their nose cutely, but it's not me. Okie dokie. Let's get these guys gold. I think, honestly, like, because this is big, I'm pretty sure only, like, this bottom part and then, like, maybe some of the top part is visible. Let me take a closer look here. Yeah, it's mostly just, like, the outer parts. It's honestly more so kind of like the inside, too, actually. Hello, parentheses. What is it, baby? What is it? Okay. It's gold time. Man, I can't believe more Deltarune is coming out, like, really soon. It's coming out at the same time as the Switch too, right? Like, this week, question mark? That's crazy. In my lifetime? I can't believe Pope Francis has got to come back. Oh, hello, parentheses. Kitty cat is on my lap now. Hi, baby. I don't want to get paint on you. Bad news for the Tallgeese. I think my gold pen is getting low. I'll need to grab another one of these at some point. Honestly, the inside of this can be seen. Come on, Gold Pen, you just have to do these couple pieces and then I'll let you rest. You can make it. I believe in you. You've done a great job. One final stretch. Come on, we got this. Okay, there's that guy done. I used to, when I'm painting like a lot of pieces, I use these alligator clips for painting. And then I had this, or I still have it, I have this foam block that I stab them into to kind of stand them all upright while stuff dries. And it used to be, even when I was just doing a couple pieces, I'd do that. But then I realized I keep all my Gunpla tools in this little mug on my desk, and I can just put the alligator clips in there for stuff to dry, like a little bouquet. A little beautiful bouquet of painted Gunpla. And it's much easier than having to go get my big foam block every time. Although big foam block is also useful. Let that be a life hack for any Gunpla enthusiasts. If you get a product and its packaging includes a big block of foam, keep that shit. Because you can stick things in it. There's not really anywhere to alligator clip onto this bad boy that isn't going to need to be painted, so I'll just have to do a couple coats. There we go. Beautiful and gold. I'll just need to let this dry and then paint the little bit that was clipped. Okay. Those are all painted and drying. So let's start building the arm as soon as I take this sip of coffee. Delicious. Okay. Arm time. What do we got going on in this bad boy? Complicated. Okay, so I'll need C. These are like all C. Yeah. Okay. So that's 10, 9, 11, 12. Yes. Okay. This guy's got a whole little inner frame going on. Very fancy. Very modern MG of it. I can feel my plastic snips are starting to get a little dull. There must be some way to sharpen these, right? Aside from just, like, buying new ones. Be careful with these pieces because they have a little bit on the top. I don't know if you can kind of see it. On the top here, it looks like a little plastic nub, but it's actually part of the piece. So I have to be careful not to sand that. Stick. Hello? File. Eh? How do I not even get up from my chair and still manage to misplace stuff? It's kind of impressive, honestly. What the fuck? Oh. Put my coffee on top of it. That's why I can't fucking find it. Ass glued to the seat, only thing in front of me is the desk, and still managed to misplace things. I finally caught up with the G Quacks this week. It's fun. I like it. I still wish they had more time to cook. But that's like the most unoriginal piece of criticism, because that's kind of what everyone's response has been. I wish they had more time to cook. But it's still fun, and I like it. And Chaliable is so cool. Stupid gay old man has so much aura. And his stupid mobile armor looks dumb as hell, but it's cool still. Also, it's crazy, the Gyan finally showed up, and I'd seen so many people talking about it on Twitter when it had appeared. And they were like, oh my god, I'm sorry, Xavier, for calling you a fraud, and all this stuff. And then, so I was expecting him to show up in the Gyan and, like, do something cool. And he basically just kind of appears, and then he doesn't do anything. The Gyan is just there to look pretty. Hype moments and aura, but without the hype moments, it just kind of shows up. It distracts the Psycho Gundam for approximately 1.5 seconds, and that's literally all it does. It's still really pretty, though. I gotta get my hands on one of those new Gyan kits. I've been waiting for... My local hobby store typically gets in a pretty good selection of stuff, but they don't get in new stuff super frequently. Like, I think they get it in big shipments. And so I've been waiting... I'm hoping the next time they get in a big wave of new stock, they get a bunch of G-Quax kits. Okay, we got these made up, and I think we need some polycaps. So I definitely want to build a Gyan. And some form of Zaku as well. I really like the Zaku design with the big old butt thrusters. I think it might be a fun paint, although, well, not fun because it's white and it's a pain in the ass to paint dark colors white. But to get a Police Zaku and then paint it up like a Patlabor could be cool. Okay, which way are these going? Just a moment. Perfect. Seven. 777. Where are you? That's 8. That's 5. Oh, 7's down here. Okay. I went to a local modeling show recently, and there wasn't a lot of Gunpla, but one of the ones that was there was this insane Tallgeese. It was built off of, like, a third-party kit, but then they'd added, like, a bunch of LEDs and stuff to it. And it was huge. Like, it was really big. Very impressive. And another polycap. 33. There we are. This guy is going in here. Right? Like this? Yeah. So confused. Oh, I see. Never mind, I figured it out. Alright, there we go. Now we can start putting armor on. Is this dry? Yes. Trying to think of how I can balance this so it can dry. Oh, maybe I can. That'll do. Okay. Gonna need B1. Where is B1? Here it is. Okay. Wait. Oh, yeah. This is B1, but you need 16 from it. So many numbers. It's like I'm back in school. I say as though I don't deal with numbers constantly at work. And 14. Been night raining some more since I streamed it on, was that Friday? Yeah, that was Friday. It's fun. I still have some issues with some parts of how it's designed, but it's fun. It's definitely... You kind of need to play with 2 other people. I've given up trying to do solo runs. Apparently they're going to be doing a patch to make it a bit easier to solo run, but it's still like... Just the way the bosses attack and do their shit is not made for one person. But, so I've just been, like, matchmaking with randoms, and if you get a team that's working well together and, like, doing stuff properly and pinging the map and going to things together, it's really fun, actually. It's super enjoyable. But if you get a team that's kind of running around like chickens with their heads cut off, it's really frustrating. Because I feel like you end up in this position where you can tell that you're not going to succeed, but you're going to fail, like, slowly. But with a team of people that are working together, it's really fun. Roaming around the map and crushing some bosses, and I do really like the kind of like unique mechanics they've given to each of the little classes. I think they're really interesting. Like because they're a specific class and not just like a player customized character, they're able to be more different than each other than just like a different build in Elden Ring would be. And even aside from their special moves or whatever, like they've got like their dodges are different, the way they move feels kind of different. I've been playing mostly the big barbarian dude with the axe is really fun. And I've been playing him, and I've been playing the, I think he's called the Raider. And I've been playing the Recluse, the witch lady. So they have really different play styles, but they're both quite fun. Especially if your teammates have elemental weapons, so you can be, like, building good combos with Recluse, it's pretty satisfying. You get to play a little mini-game of, like, fishing for the right colored orbs. I think the only annoying thing I found with Recluse is, like, pretty much every location you go to will drop weapons, but only certain spots will drop staves. And so trying to get, like, staves with good spells on it can feel like a crapshoot sometimes. I haven't really figured out where is supposed to drop talismans yet, either. So it would be fun to do more sorcery stuff. I do want to get better at playing the Bird Boy too, and like using the shield more. Because I finally figured out last night, in like the last session I was playing, how his enhanced block thing works. I thought it was just a passive, but it's more like, it's kind of like Powered Guard from Monster Hunter. Because at first I was like, oh, he's supposed to have naturally better blocks, and then I was still getting my guard broken by fucking everything. I was like, they were lying! cutting out a bit more pieces so I can let that wrist ring dry a bit longer. I need 15 and 13 as well. I also haven't unlocked, I realized when I was watching some other people play, there's one more class I haven't unlocked yet, actually. The girly that, like, summons stuff or whatever? I don't know exactly how she's supposed to work. But that seems fun, too. Although I think her scaling means she's supposed to use sorceries more, but I don't know if she has a way to recover FP, which seems like a pain in the butt. Because Recluse is nice because you can basically just have like almost infinite FP as long as you're swooping people. I've been enjoying Raider, especially just because a lot of the, like, smaller bosses are human-sized, and you can just kind of bully them. Like, you can just keep knocking them over. Oh, you're standing back up? Oh, it's charged axe attack. Oh, you're getting back up again? Headbutt. It's like good damage, but also good team support, because your team can just kind of wail on them while they're down. Okay, is that wrist part dry? It's dry enough. Okay. So... Oh, actually, I'm gonna need to handline some of this. unfortunately, I did touch up the wrist part again, so it's time to continue cutting out more pieces that we will need later. This for the upper arm. Oh my god, calamari. And for some reason, this music made me think of, I still haven't tried out the new Occult Crescent stuff on FF14. The new Bozja. Bozja 2. Electric Boogaloo. I'm kind of bummed, though, that Bozja was nice because you could go in there. Basically, you could take in your class like 10 levels before max and it would up level you, and then you could kind of use it as a way to level up those last 10 levels. And I have a lot of classes that are at like 90 something that would be lovely to have a nice way to do content and get them up to 100, but not in a Cold Crescent, apparently. Apparently that's because there's going to be a new deep dungeon as well, which will let you level up lower level stuff, but it's not out yet. I did enjoy lunar exploration, though, because I like space. It's been a good way to level up my gathering jobs. I should level up some crafters, too, but I've been playing a bit of, is it Fantasy Life I came out recently? And I've been playing some of that, and it's really cute. It's really cute. And it kind of reminds me of FF14, honestly, a little bit. Because it's like, okay, I have my combat lives, and I have my crafting lives and my gathering lives, and they all kind of feed into each other. But yeah, Fantasy Life's really good, and I don't know, I'm still kind of skeptical because Rune Factory 5 was kind of rough, but the next Rune Factory comes out this week, and I am excited about that. I want to stream that later this week, I think. What day does it come out again? Is it like the 5th or the 6th, I think? Yeah, so I think we can probably stream that on Friday. Rune Factory. Rune Factory. Hold on, what was I doing? Oh, right. Right! It's building the upper arm. I got distracted thinking about farming games. Fantasy Life I is interesting because it technically has farming, but it's like very... It's not necessarily like more involved than the other gathering, if that makes sense. Like a lot of farm games, which makes sense because they're called farm games. But like the emphasis is heavily on the farming, you know? Like you can go out and forage or mine, but it's pretty simple. And then the farming is where the real meat and potatoes is, literally. Haha. But in Fantasy Life I, it's like farming is just kind of another one of the gathering things you can do. It is kind of funny because you can literally just go onto other people's farms, like NPCs' farms, and it's like, I'm gonna harvest your crops. And they're like, wow, you're such a good farmer. It's interesting though, it kind of feels like I was trying to figure out what other kind of like cozy / farm games to compare it to. And it's really kind of doing its own thing. It feels almost kind of like halfway between Animal Crossing and Rune Factory, which is a cool mix. Ah, fuck! I dropped a piece. Dry? Are you dry? I think so. Okay. Alright, let's actually start putting this together. So this guy, what's going on here? This one is on. There we go. And then we have our wrist piece. Little bits. What? Huh? Okay, I figured it out. Don't worry. Hi, Ruby. How's it going? I'm... Wait, how does this... Oh, I see. I'm building. I'm building arm. Made a big stew and I'm in denial that tomorrow's gonna be the start of 2 busy weeks. Didn't even do anything. Yeah, I feel that. But look at this. Look at how this arm bends, though. Isn't that crazy? Tallgeese has these big-ass fucking elbows, and it makes it so that its arm doesn't really go out straight properly. Yeah, it's chonky. I was just talking about farming games. Fantasy Life I, very cute. It's like partway between Rune Factory and Animal Crossing, and it's cute, and you get to harvest things, and you get to fish, and you get to craft, and you get to fight. And you get to have a little village. I can't get past Limbussy. I haven't played part 3 of Kanto 8 yet. What game? Fantasy Life I. It's cute. Wait, what piece is it here? E. Hold on, where's E? Are you
the town inside me and everyone's voice? Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can't go home because I'm afraid.
Oh my god, the town inside of me jump scare.
Without me,
Where the
I'm
hell
the
is...
one to blame. I moved on by my own will. I had nothing else
Oh, here it is.
Was it hard? But I didn't.
Yeah, before part 3 came out, I got to the end of part 2, and then I haven't played again since then.
I never found out what it was. It's my stress.
The fight at the end of part 2 is pretty hard, honestly. I don't know where you are in the Limbussying.
Then what is this feeling? Who would I ask? I've been
2 and
patient,
E3.
but it was bearable. I've had a gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. I taste like vegetables. I don't.
You're at 8:30. Oh, that's the one they had to nerf. I'm not there yet. Oh, they haven't nerfed it yet? Oh, okay. You just gotta wait. I thought they, like, just did. I felt like I saw people talking about the move that they specifically nerfed. Like, today. But yeah, I have heard that it's basically a DPS check. It's like, at a certain point, they're just gonna fuck your team up every turn until you kill them.
It's not even a case. I've been patient, but it was bearable. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. I hate the alarm clock I chose.
Yeah, I had trouble against the first Jakku fight because I didn't read. Name a better combination, Limbus players and not reading. And so I, like, didn't have Hong Lu clash one of his little conversation clashes, and so they were like, alright, now beat him, and I'm like, he's getting 300 shield per turn still. Do I just have to restart the fight? And it was like, yup, smile. I do think the design of that Jakku fight is really funny, though. I don't know how to pronounce his name properly. I'm probably really butchering it. I didn't even bother reading in game. Honestly, reading in game is insane because they'll be like, here's like this person's like 15 passives that we've put into this tiny little list for you to read on mobile. Have fun. And also only like 2 of the passives really matter, lol. I think the way they designed that fight is really funny though, because it does feel like he's holding back and is just like, you know, trying to have this conversation with Hong Lu and, you know, communicating with their fists and all that. But at the same time, you basically have to have that happen, but then it really feels like Zilu is just straight up trying to kill you. Like, maybe if I accidentally go too ham and kill them, then my boss will be the new hierarch, and he doesn't have to worry about talking to them. Yeah. It's like, okay, this guy's holding back. Zilu is trying to fucking kill me. My big issue, too, is like... yeah, exactly. Reading in-game won't tell you the phases and stuff. I had, like, no dodge units on my team, which actually could have maybe dealt with Zilu pretty well. But I was also just running a bunch of Mao, and they were like, hee hee, I have counters for my defensive skill. And I'm like, that is not going to help against 4 unbreakable coins. You are going to fucking die. Does Sloshmile have a good dodge? I was reading someone talking about Rupture team building recently, because I've been trying to play Rupture with all the new fun Rupture tools. And they were saying that Slosh was actually useful just to, like, for multi-team fights, to come out and apply some count and then die. Boat Mile. I did have the, like, only character on my 12-person team with dodge was Sink Salt, who honestly has a really good dodge, but then he rolled poorly and then he fucking died, so... I am glad that they're starting to do more, like, clashable guards and counters, because it makes... I felt like before that point, it was kind of crazy how much better dodge was than counter and block. Like, it was just so much better. But now that we're more often seeing guards that you can clash, or counters that can clash and then hit people, that are basically just fourth skills, it's like, okay, I don't feel entirely awful about this person not having dodge anymore. I'm looking forward to seeing how fucked up and broken Honglu's kid is gonna be. Oh my god, good luck mopping. Don't fall. I really need to clean up around the house today too, honestly. I need to vacuum. The floor gets so messy so quickly when you have a cat that sheds and tracks litter everywhere. I haven't bothered with a Roomba because it's like too much trouble to stop it from getting stuck or whatever going around the whole house. But it's almost like if I had one like just for the area around the cat's litter box, that would be useful. So the problem is not even that she tracks it out, it's that she jumps out of her box and it just sprays litter everywhere. My audio, like me, my voice, it's probably because I keep moving away from my fucking mic. Ugh. If I talk right into it, then I should be louder. Oh, even then I'm not that loud. Maybe I am just quiet. Hold on. Turn myself up a little bit. Wha! Wha! I am quiet. What the fuck? Hold on. Let me... Where is my audio mixer? Oh, yeah, I am really quiet. Hold on. Now I should be loud. There we go. My stream mix was turned like way down. I don't know why that was the case. Now I should be loud. Oops. Oopsie daisies. I was like, I sound fine in my monitor. But my stream mix was at like 30% for some reason. Oopsies. Thank you. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So this is... Oh, actually, I want to panel line this. Yeah, Kanto 8's good so far, though. I like how fucked up and horrible Honglu's life has been. Very cool. I'm very interested to see what is gonna go on in Ryoshu's Kanto, though. We are waiting with bated breath. Like this. Oh, oops, wrong way. I saw an interesting theory. I don't know if you know the plot of Hell Screen. It's really fucked up. Anyways, I saw an interesting theory, which was that Hell Screen hasn't already happened, but it's currently being painted, is the idea. Which makes sense. I'd kind of always been approaching it with the idea of, like, that had already happened. And that's why Ryoshu was like, oh my god, my baby is super fucking dead. But yeah, the fact that her daughter's implied to be alive makes it seem more like, oh, she's out here on the bus trying to get inspiration for the art stuff so you can get the daughter back. But what if she gets burned up, maybe? Uh-oh. Also, there's going to be so many yummy burn IDs. I love burn. Burn is so fun. Damn, look at the big-ass balls this guy's got for his shoulders. These things are fucking huge. Why do you need all that? Get these gold bits we painted before. It's a really tall geese. Actually, it's still kind of a short geese because it doesn't have any legs. Hi, Mr. Ridley. We are making arm. Wait, hold on. Is the end of this? I guess I can paint it as is like this if it's gonna be. Maybe I'll just do that now, just in case. It's kind of unclear from looking at it, like what parts of this yellow part are actually going to be visible. So I only painted some of it gold because my yellow pen is almost dead. Let's paint this part and hope that that's everything we need. Oh yeah, I was saying earlier I caught up on the G-Quacks. I'm up to date now. It's fun. I like it. It's crazy though. I can't believe when the episode with the Gyan came out, everyone I followed on Twitter was like gassing up how cool the Gyan was because it is really cool. But it's so funny when I then watch the episode and it doesn't actually do anything. Like, the design is so cool, but everyone was like, oh my god, Xavier fraud status over. The Gyan is so peak. It's so awesome. And it doesn't do anything. I think it distracts the Psycho Gundam for approximately like 1.5 seconds, and then Chalia Bull just solos everybody. What piece do we need here? H? Do I have H out here? I don't think I do. Where's H? It stands there, it looks cool. It goes and picks Nyan up like a glorified Uber. That's about it. I really hope it gets to do something before the end of the show, other than just look pretty. The eye candy of mobile suits, the Gyan. Where is H? Are you H? No. Are you H? No. What the fuck is H? Okay, it's the one with the shield. There. But yeah, it is very pretty. I really fuck with the redesign of the Psycho Gundam too. I have no idea how they're gonna fucking model kit that thing, but okay, those are the two H pieces we need. Inner frame and P Bandai for the armor. Yeah, that makes sense. Even just like making the inner frame while still making it articulated, I think would be really difficult. But if anyone can do it, it's fucking Bandai for sure. It's amazing if you'd told a Gundam fan like a year ago that one of the like hypest pilot and machine combos next year was gonna be Chalia Bull in a smaller Brabro, I would have they would have called you insane. This old man in his goofy ass mobile armor is so cool. When it I know when the fucking emaciated little spindly fucker came out of it. Oh my god. What do I need here? Stuff from D. That is... I thought I'd gotten that. Oh, it's probably up here. 22. Man, Char needs to put a mask back on, though. His haircut is not it. Uh, 22, here. Don't I mean Quattro? No, I mean, what was his name? It was like Chuzo or something. I'm kind of disappointed that he has a new fake name and it's not as silly as Quattro Bagina. That man is a Char. I'm really like Ahar Kiznibble. Yeah, that's not that's just Ahar. I feel like we're leading up to like a fight between Machu and Nyan in the Geese, but I'm like crossing my fingers and hoping that we get a fucking Xiong. I just want a like big fucked up completed perfect Xiong G-Quux edition to show up for some reason. Or actually, with the way the Gelgoogs were, they'll be like, "Oh my god, it's the Sazabi," and it's like a Hainu. I love how, like, super subtle they are, too, by calling their experimental facility the name of, like, a Cthulhu eldritch god. Like a Lovecraftian being. This is our totally normal and humane weapons facility. Lovecraft god. It's totally fine. Don't even worry about it, guys. Psychomu technology is perfectly safe, except for the times when it makes time-space explosions. Okay, we got those. I think that needs a little bit more time to dry. So what else am I gonna need here? This. Oh yeah, I really like too how huge the funnels are. Considering it's like they're supposed to be kind of like, even with the Red Gundam, they're still kind of pretty early on in like funnel technology, and so they're just these fucking giant balls. It's neat to like with the Fred, it's got much more kind of modern funnel bits, like the little tiny guys. The cool thing too about the giant balls is that they've had multiple times where they just have people like ram them into shit because they're really big. I gotta say with the Fred though, I like the shape of it, but I think its color scheme is kind of ugly as hell. It's like Unit 1 colors if it was even more bright and off. I do like the kind of like Anubis look though. I think it's cool, but the like green and purple and brighter green in parts of it, not working for me. Not working for me. Okay, is this dry? I will touch. Yeah, it's not coming off on my fingers. Okay. So this way. This is going like this. Yeah, especially that was crazy that they just popped that guy like a balloon. It's so insane in the I guess they did it in Witch from Mercury too. I feel like it doesn't happen that often where a Gundam just kills like a human person on screen, but anytime it happens, it reminds you like, oh my god, this is so overkill. Yeah, tomato splat, and now we have fucking balloon pop. Bro just poofed. Okay, that bit is gonna need a bit more paint. But yeah, kind of like echoing the whole, like, I wish they had a bit more time to cook with more episodes. It's like the whole thing with, I think his name was Miguel, like killing the recruits or whatever to stop them from piloting the Fred. It was like an interesting story beat, but it would have been so much more effective if we'd spent more than like 3 minutes with him. Okay, that needs to dry. Yeah, he's just... It's so funny too how they have like, oh my god, here's all the drama Nyan is going through at evil new type academy. And then they just like cut to like 1 second of Machu entering the atmosphere at the end. Oh, are things going better for Machu? And she's just in a ball of fire. Okay, I can cut the hand out while I let that dry. Uh, 26. Yeah. Oh, up here. D7 and D13. Boop. Where's 7 here? Little thumb. And then which of these is... Four. Do the open hand for now. Doesn't got anything to hold yet anyways. I gotta say though, that like blackberry cake, it did look pretty yummy. Might be worth a heart attack, you know what I'm saying? Don't go bald. Why would I go bald? That's a new greeting I learned. Hi, Bun. I'm doing my best to not go bald, but I am an old man, so it could happen. Male pattern baldness is real. Honestly, I feel like, in my opinion, once I'd get to like a certain level of balding, I'd just be like, fuck it, I'm shaving my whole head. Like if I get to the point where I have like an actual bald spot, I'm not gonna try and fix that. It's all gone. Just glue some hair. I guess so. There's a guy on my team at work that just like is bald and he looks cool. I think you can pull it off. Like it's something you can pull off and still look cool. Got a dip, but thanks for having me. Good luck with the build. No problem. Have a good one. I think like having a beard helps. Northern Lion. Oh, true. Northern Lion's bald. Because if you don't have a beard either, and it's just like all smooth all over, oh my god. I do hope I don't go bald, but it's like a possibility for it is. It's more rare for the girlies, but it can still happen. Honestly, that's... At first I was gonna say that's so fucked up, but maybe men deserve it. For all the things we've done over history, maybe we deserve. Who's Northern Lion? You don't know NL? He's like a streamer guy, and he's bald, and he says funny things. He's the guy that plays that Sisyphus game and talks about jerking off. Pregnancies can make you lose hair? That's fucked up. What, is the baby stealing your hair? What does it need hair for? It's a baby. It's gonna be bald. Probably. It's just gonna have one hair coming out of its head, like all babies do. You don't know him? He's famous. I honestly don't know him that much either. I mostly have just seen like clips of him. I've never sat down and watched a Northern Lion stream. I've just seen clips of him saying funny things. He's like one of the new popular streamers. Maybe. I feel like Northern Lion is popular. It's weird because I feel like he's a newer streamer, but he's popular with old people. Does that make sense? He's pretty old. I feel like I only started seeing like stuff about him in the last like year or two. Your streamer's favorite streamer, yeah. Because I feel like a lot of like newer streamers I see pop up are like popular with the young folk, but Northern Lion is popular with old people. I feel like he has like a similar demographic to like Germa. Okay, is this dry? I touched it, and the paint didn't come off on my hand. I'm gonna say it's dry. So... that on like that. And then these are gonna go together. Am I old? You might be old. I am old. And I know who NL is. And Germa. He is old. Vino agrees. Thank you. Hello. Welcome to the stream. We are making a shoulder. A big ol' shoulder. This is gonna just kind of like sneak in here. Oh, I'm supposed to cut these off. I was like, these big ass pieces in here, what are they for? They're supposed to get cut off. Yeah, big ass pauldrons, hell yeah. This guy's got big pauldrons and big elbows. I mean, look at this big ass elbow. The one thing that's kind of funny about Tallgeese is that its arms can never, like, be straight, basically, because its elbows are so big. Its arms can never be straight. Happy Pride Month. I can't believe its name is actually Tallgeese. I mean, this is coming from a series of anime where an important character is named Quattro Bagina. So, like... Quattro Formaggi. That's what they should name him. Char is coming back in the G-Quux. And there's a guy in Gundam named Full Frontal. Char is coming back in the G-Quux, and his name isn't stupid. His, like, new fake name isn't dumb like Quattro Bagina. It makes me sad. The guy who pilots this, his name is Zex, but Z and S are basically the same in Japanese, so his name is just Sex. You know, the Tallgeese, piloted by Sax. Which is honestly appropriate because the mobile suit is Zaxy as hell. Haha. Why isn't this going down? It's supposed to fit in there. There we go. Missed a little bit of gold paint in here. Maybe I can sneak it in. Wow. There we go. And then this is going to go on to here. Right. And this will go together like so. How am I doing on this fine June? I'm good. I'm building a Gunpla, and it's a beautiful sunny day outside. Oh, hell yeah. That looks so good. Look at this guy's big-ass shoulder. So pretty. Oh my god, I love how this mobile suit is designed. It's so night-coded. I love it. I really love this big-ass elbow. And how, when it bends, it like... Do you see? The armor like separates when it bends. It's so cool. It's so night. Do I want to start his waist? I feel like his waist is really complicated. Yes, it is. Maybe I make one of his weapons, actually. I think maybe I'll do that. As a treat. Oh, actually, the weapon has gold on it, though. Is my pen gonna survive? Does the halberd have gold on it? Not much. Maybe we make the halberd. We will be making the halberd. The heat halberd. We need XC2 and XD. XD! Okay, where are these pieces? That's XC1. Here is XC2. Now where is XD? What shape is it? Light gray. It's kind of that shape. Okay. I found it. I've been playing more Night Rain this weekend. I finally beat one of the bosses. I'm proud of myself. Holy shit, though, you really have to play that game with a team. I was trying to solo when I was streaming it, and that is not something you can do. I've just been doing like random matchmaking. I've been trying to talk my friends into picking it up so I can play with them, but I've just been like random matchmaking. And if you get randoms that are like working together and people are using the ping system, it's really fun. And if you get people that are just running around, it's fucking miserable. If you get good randoms, it's so good. And if you get bad randoms, it's like, ugh. It's one of those things where, like, if you get people that aren't doing very well, you can tell that the run isn't going to succeed, but you won't fail right away. And so you're like, well, I guess we just gotta play this out and then die, because I know we're not gonna be able to do it, but... But if you get a good team, it's really fun. It definitely feels less rushed when you have 3 people, because you can do objectives so much quicker. And especially once you kind of start figuring out like what is at which building and stuff, you can kind of tear through it a bit faster. And I do really like that they did like a class system for the game, because it lets each class play much differently than each other. Like, more so than just the different build in Elden Ring would. Like, they have different dodges, and they move a bit differently, and... I finally figured out how the witch lady is supposed to be played, and she's actually really fun. The game does a really bad job of explaining how she works. Does it restrict character building? Yeah, so it's basically like, depending on the class you pick, you have like a special skill, a passive, and like an alt. And then you also have kind of set scaling for each of your stats. So like if you're playing Raider, you're going to want to be grabbing strength weapons. You can use any weapon, but your scaling's going to be way better with strength stuff. Another kind of neat thing it does is each of the classes will get like a unique move set with a certain class of better weapon that's better. So like, for example, like a Wilder, the like basic guy, has a different move set with great swords than any of the other characters. And it's like a good move set. And so you don't have to use a great sword with him, but it's pretty good to use a great sword because he's got a good move set. Yeah, so you got to commit a bit. And then, like, depending on the little, like, perma buffs that you can slot in, too, you can kind of, like, try and go towards certain builds a bit more. Like, there's ones that can buff your critical hits or, like, buff your guarding, or... So you can kind of aim for stuff. But yeah, now that I figured out how the witch plays, she's really interesting. Because it's basically when you hit... A guy gets hit by magic or elemental damage, it like puts a little ring on him. And then you can use your skill to go swoop, and you pull the ring off of him. And it does two things. It gives you like a little bubble in the color of the element you pulled off. And it also restores some of your magic. And then when you get 3 bubbles, you can expend them to like cast a souped up spell, and depending on what color bubbles you have, gives you a different spell. And typically the more different colors you have, the better the spell is. So you kind of want to be like grabbing different elements to mix and match so you get like a better combo spell. It's really interesting. It's very fun. You get to play this like little color matching mini game while you're while you're playing. It's also really good if your teammates have picked up like elemental weapons, because then they can also be applying the elements for you to grab. Although it can be kind of tough if you're like, I really need fire, and I'm trying to put fire on a guy with my spell, and then your teammate is like, by the way, I am hitting him extremely fast with my lightning spear. And you can only grab lightning. Wow. Oh, I got a panel in this, actually. It's interesting, too. It seems like all of the final bosses have kind of specific elements they're more weak to. And you can see on the map when you're playing, like, certain locations will give you drops for certain elements. And so you kind of want to aim like, okay, I know the dog I'm going to fight is weak to holy. We should try and pick up some holy gear in this run. It's good. They're doing some interesting stuff with it. XA. Where is XA? This. I want to learn to play the bird guy better. I think the bird guy is so cool. He's basically a Tallgeese when you think about it. Going up against the boss only to realize the class you picked sucks against it. I feel like any of the classes can do well against any of the bosses, because for the most part in Elden Ring, like, the elemental damage you're doing is based on the weapon you're using. I feel like the only one that's a little bit more restricted is, like, the witch, because she's a spellcaster. But she can use both sorceries and incants. So she has pretty much the full range. The only way you really get stuck is if you get to, like, the boss and you didn't pick up any gear that was good against them. But because a lot of the locations on the map are themed, you can kind of try and plan for it a bit. Some of the new boss designs are actually, like, really cool, too. Like, they have brand new bosses. And I was like, what? I thought this was just reused assets of the game. What are these new bosses? The secret long-lost Michaela brother. The, like, the first boss you have to go for before it, like, kind of unlocks picking the other ones is this big, like, Cerberus. Like, it's a three-headed dog. And then it has phases of the fight where it will split into three smaller but still very large dogs. And then you have to fight 3 dogs, and then it will turn back into the big dog. And it's scary because sometimes all 3 dogs will all aggro on one person, and they just kind of have to try and survive. And it's got a big sword on its back on a chain that it can whip around. It's cool as hell. Would be really nice if there was one player for each dog. Exactly. Trying to solo that thing's probably a fucking nightmare. But, oh my god, 3 people? 1 for each dog? Also, that samurai guy I was playing who pulls out that like weird sword, I figured out what his gimmick is supposed to be with the sword. At first I was like, this sword doesn't really do that much damage and it makes your dodge worse. Like, what is the point of this? But it turns out the point of it is that it gives you the Sekiro parry. Which is kind of sick. You can just go into Sekiro mode and parry anything. But unfortunately, that means it's also the class where you will always run into randoms playing that character and being like, I'm the parry god, and just instantly dying over and over. Yeah, it's everyone is here. The only one they don't have a Bloodborne. They need a Bloodborne character. I think they are planning to add more characters to it. So they need a guy with a transforming weapon and a gun. Which would honestly fit how they've set up the character system really easily. So I can definitely see it happening. What am I looking for? XE. What does this look like? XE1. Oh, this is gold. Oops. I do have something I need to paint gold. Wait, eh? 8. Oh, this piece. Surely Godwin will turn up this time around, surely. Man, it would be so sick if you got to fight big gross fish Godwin. Gross fish corpse man with luscious hair. Yeah. It is interesting because all of the like story so far in the game is like, oh my god, the knight is evil. We have to fight against the knight. It does kind of feel like the continuation of Rani's ending in Elden Ring, but they're like, oops, sorry, Rani, the moon is also evil. Although there hasn't been any emphasis on the moon so far. It's just been the night, not the moon, so... Chose my bro gold mask. Maintaining the agenda is our top priority. I always fucked up Goldmask's quest line because it it's so annoying trying to fucking find him and the other brother guy all the time, because they're always going to dumbass places. It's like the classic Elden Ring. Okay, if you're at this FromSoft, I should say, if you're at this part of the game and you've done this Scrimbly's quest, then they'll be over here, unless you've done this Scrimbly's thing and then they're over here. Oh, and don't kill this guy yet before you talk to them over here, or you won't be able to find them. I did appreciate that for the most part, Ranni's stuff is pretty easy because she's in one place most of the time, except for the time where she tells you to go somewhere, and then she's where she tells you to go. I think like the only reason I didn't really get it the first time was because I looked inside Carrion Manor and I fought one of those giant hands, and it was like the worst experience ever, and I went, well, clearly I'm not supposed to be here yet. And then I realized later that it's just because the hands are fucked up. And it doesn't actually matter what level you are. It's just the hands are fucked up. Okay, that is painted. Did I sand this already? I think I did. Seems like it. Okay, so need XD10. Is this XD? No, that's XC. This is XD. And then what else am I gonna need? Because I might as well cut it out now while stuff is drying. 12 and 8 and 9. Right. Can't believe they gave this mobile suit both a lance and a halberd. That's so awesome. Pokey sticks, my beloved. I think it would be really funny if they made a character for Night Rain whose mechanic was that they could summon a steed. Because I feel like a lot of people really did not enjoy the mounted combat in Elden Ring, but they have the code for it. Honestly, if they just gave you a horse, but made the horse actually have a good dodge, it would be fine. But then the players would never walk. No, only this guy gets a horse. And to be fair, your like special sprint in Night Rain lets you kind of haul ass anyway, so. I feel like it could be a good advantage and disadvantage, which is that you're not very effective in the areas that are indoors because you can't use your horse good, but the bonus is that you can move around the map a bit faster. Who's this cutie on my screen? That's me, No.A Mono, famous virtual YouTuber. Not bald, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. Hello, Hank. Welcome to the stream. We are making a halberd. But like the weapon, not like a Meta Knight's spaceship. That'd be cool. They should make a model kit of Meta Knight's spaceship. I'd build a kit of the halberd. Remember that cutscene in Super Smash Bros. Brawl where they all fly on the halberd up to like the big cannon coming out of the subspace, and it's like the coolest cutscene in the world, and Kirby blows it up with the warp star? Oh my god. Brawl was so awesome. People dog on it because they play competitive Smash and they don't have souls, but Brawl was fucking sick. Oh my god, I can feel my neck and my shoulders crying. I've been shrimping. Gotta tie my shoes because I keep falling for you. Oh, that's pretty good. 8 out of 10. Especially because we were talking about Brawl, which introduced tripping. Just like would happen to someone if they didn't tie their shoes. This is almost all the pieces we need. We just need X, A, 9, and 10. How low is that table? It's lower than if I was sitting up straight. I should really just like lower my chair when I'm working on stuff, but the problem is too, is I'll like hold a piece and then I'll shrimp over to look at it more closely while I clean it up. The problem isn't really my setup, it's just my habits. Ugh. I gotta tiger bomb myself up after this. Ow. Now that I've noticed it, I can feel like, oh my god. My back hurts. I need to book a massage soon. My back's been so fucked up lately. Take advantage of my work benefits. Some of our insurance from work means I can expense getting massages a couple times a year, so need to remember to take advantage of it. Insurance for massages? Goddamn, yeah, because it's for your health. Which, to be fair, they're making you sit at computer all day, so it's good. Okay, we have all the bits. I gotta go there and take No.A's job. Don't worry, AI will probably take my job before you can. Okay, wait, where are we here? This is gonna go in here? Question mark? Yes. Oh, I see. That's cute. So this whole golden block is really just here to make these little gold details. That's really cool because in like another kit, they would have been like, just paint this shit on, loser. But they give you a whole little piece on this for it. That's so nice. Wish I can be your headphones so I can always be hugging your neck. My headphones don't touch my neck, though. They're only on my head. When I was in high school, I wore headphones around my neck all the time. I was a headphone neck kid. But now when I'm not at home, I just use earbuds. Oh my god. Fuck. I put these pieces together, but I forgot to put in a piece, and now I have to take them apart, and it's hard. They don't want to be separated from each other. Okay. Because this bit has to go in there. Up here. Like this. Is that right? Yes, okay. Everyone has, yeah. It's funny too because my headphones... Wait, is that right? But then these don't close. Oh, maybe it's supposed to be the other way. My headphones had like a really long ass cord because this was before Bluetooth was invented. Like it was a really long cord. And so I just like coil it up and put it in my pocket. Like the coiled part of it. There we go. That's right. Like this. And then these guys are gonna go on here and here. Oh my god, this thing looks so cool. Okay, I have to panel line a bit. It's crazy that this cool halberd is basically like a little secondary bonus you get. Like all of the promo art for this on like the instruction manual and the front of the box and stuff doesn't even have this. It just has the lance. Like this is just an extra little, oh yeah, you get this guy too. And yet it's this cool. Absolute insanity. Halberds are like the coolest staff weapon. You're so right. It's all the coolness of the spear along with the coolness of an axe. This one? this one is like this. And then these guys. Like that. And that. I am pretty partial to the Lucerne as well, though. Which is basically like a halberd, except instead of an axe, it's got a hammer. So you've got a pokey bit, and then you've got a smashy bit. I think pole arms in general are just really cool. There we go. Look at that thing. Oh my god, it's beautiful. I think the one thing I have to do now is I have to make him his grabby hand so he can actually hold this. Without grasping yet. Where have I been? Hands are so annoying to sand. I think the main thing that's a bummer about like hammers, like warhammers and stuff, is that in like fiction, warhammers are like big and huge, but in reality, like a proper warhammer isn't really that big and it doesn't look as cool. Been having your game dev arc lately? That's cool. What you making? What you making? Or is it a secret? A himitsu? Mm-hmm. 3D game in Godot? Oh, cool. Godot's like the Unity alternative, right? I remember a bunch of people were learning Godot when Unity was doing its like fucked up pricing thing. I should learn Godot at some point. I feel like that would be fun. I did like a little bit of messing around in Unity in university for some like class projects, and it was pretty fun. The other great thing about Godot is that it's the name of that stupid Cyclops dude in Ace Attorney, and I like him. Okay, so how does this fit onto the hand? Like this. Like this. Yeah! Halberd! He can poke you now. Poke! 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 Oh, I bet it can, like... Yeah! The over-the-shoulder hold! Yeah! Tallgeese is so awesome! Oh, fuck. His hand fell off. Yippee! Alrighty. I think that is where I'm going to finish up for today. Oh, no. The problem with this is that he doesn't have legs. You can hold it a bit further down the haft, I guess. That'll help. Get in there. There you are. Ah! This is clearly meant to be held with two hands because the weight of it keeps ripping his hand off. There we are. Like that. All right. I think that is where I will finish up for the day. But we have good progress. We have an arm and a hand and a cool shoulder and a cool halberd. Tallgeese is so cool. All of it is cool. But yeah, thanks for hanging out while we built. I hope you all have good times of day and good luck on your own projects. And I'll catch you later. But for now, bye! Bye-bye! Also No.A time, bye-bye. He's waving. Bye-bye, guys! Bye-bye!